Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place, full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin.
Target analysis. Name: Florida Bigfoot, Louisiana Bigfoot, Myakka Ape, Myakka Skunk Ape, Skunk Ape, Stink Ape, Swamp Ape, Swamp Cabbage Man, and Swamp Squatch? Seriously? Class: Cryptid, Sasquatch. Habitat: the Everglades of Florida most notably, as well as the swamps of Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, North Carolina, and Texas, United States. Lifespan: 35 to 40 years. Strengths: enhanced strength, speed, senses, excellent stealth capabilities, and night vision. Weaknesses: terrible smell and swamp crotch. I need a holiday. Overall threat level: 5. Behavior: the skunk ape is a Sasquatch which makes its home in the Florida Everglades as well as additional swamp habitats. As you can derive from its name, the skunk ape is most iconic for its foul odor, because I guess the term Bigfoot is just so vague. This odor is so potent you will smell the creature before you see or hear it. What's more, the strength of its potency is so immense, it is highly difficult to tell from which direction it is approaching. It will also linger for a short period of time after it has departed.
Oh my word.
For those uncertain of the skunk ape's appearance, it is, for the most part, a typical Sasquatch. It has a large humanoid appearance. Walking as a biped, it can reach heights between 6 to 7 feet tall. Most of its body is covered in a thick, dark fur. Its facial features appear almost human, but with a flat nose, red eyes, and fangs. Its hands and feet are both similarly large and hairy. Once it comes into view, it will have one of two reactions: really good or really bad. The former reaction will be passive and uneventful. The skunk ape will most likely run off, avoiding possible aggression or non-consensual photography. It may also approach briefly to get a good look at you and then carry on its way. However, the really bad reaction will lead to the extreme mutilation of anyone considered a threat, and who will then become a part of the swamp's ecosystem, just like recycling. This response can be brought on by the skunk ape being on the verge of starvation, territorial during mating season, protective of its young, or the intruder not paying their Guide to Survive fees. As with other Sasquatch species, the skunk ape has made its home in a mostly uncivilized and largely natural habitat. This particular breed has adopted a swamp environment. While the skunk ape will venture into the waters of the swamp, this is mainly for gathering food and supplies for its nest. Subsequently, it will make its nest high in the trees, or perhaps if it's a bachelor, will fashion itself a hammock and sleep in till whenever it feels like. As a nocturnal creature, the skunk ape will only climb down from its nest in order to gather food. Any waste product is allowed to drop and fall into the swamp. Very nice. Lastly, the skunk ape is seemingly omnivorous. Hunting for meat as its primary source of food, it has also been documented as scavenging various fruits and vegetables from gardens and foodstuffs left unattended outside of suburban homes. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. You've just had a wonderful and highly inadvisable bath in the Everglades. Upon exiting the water, you smell a smell that smells bad, and realize you're being approached by a skunk ape. Your plan of attack. Firstly, bated breath. Remember to breathe through your mouth and not your nose, but not in a creepy way. Just trust me. Stay perfectly still, avoid eye contact, and check to see if it leaves peacefully or makes the worst mistake of its life. Secondly, attack stance. It's definitely coming towards you with aggressive intent, but you won't go down quite so easily. Try to move towards firmer ground. I'm aware it's a swamp, but do try. Keep your hands up and your feet ready to move. Thirdly, heel toe. Just as the beast lunges for you, swivel out of the way. Once it turns around, run up to it and stamp as hard as you can on its toes. Avoid its sweeping arms and try to get a couple of toe crushes in. Fourthly, big push. While it's off balance after the swift attack from those cinder blocks you call feet, push it as hard as you can backwards and run like hell. Fifthly, smashing work. You're successfully whittling down an already endangered species. Great stuff. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Is the skunk ape named for its strong, foul odour? Question number 2. Does the skunk ape live in a burrow or hut beneath the swamp water? Question number 3. Is it true that the skunk ape can swim? Question number 4. Will the skunk ape always act out in an aggressive manner? Question number 5. Is the skunk ape nocturnal? Answers. Question number 1. Is the skunk ape named for its strong, foul odour? Answer, yes. The skunk ape's odour is so potent it is present before its arrival and after it leaves. Question number 2. Does the skunk ape live in a burrow or hut beneath the swamp water? Answer, no. The skunk ape will build a nest high in the trees above the swamp. Question number 3. Is it true that the skunk ape can swim? Answer, yes. The skunk ape will swim in the waters of its territory to hunt for food as well as collect supplies for its nest. Question number 4. Will the skunk ape always act out in an aggressive manner? Answer, no. The skunk ape will only act out aggressively under certain circumstances, but will most likely avoid an encounter with human beings. Question number 5. Is the skunk ape nocturnal? Answer, yes. The skunk ape is a nocturnal creature. If you scored 0 to 1, then you belong to the swamp now. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but you'll never get that smell out. And if you scored 4 to 5, spectacular work. You really know how to step on someone's toes. In a good way. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can re-watch these survival guides as much as you like. And they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, Harry. You must have seen that coming. Good luck, and don't die!